back to Drinking Dairy with Kelly and Jerry. As you can see, we have our chocolate milk back. Jerry, nice to see you.
Kelly, it's always a joy. And we have Fairlife.
Fairlife again, yes. Yep.
It's good. Good stuff. We actually each bought bottles, not having told one another. We were going to, I guess, surprise each other.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise
It
when
was.
we showed up with 3 bottles of
Now we have 3 bottles.
chocolate milk.
But don't let that stop anyone who wants to make a donation.
Not at all.
No.
These expire in 2 days.
Right, so we need it coming in
we need
constantly.
3 more.
I gave some to Reed after we had it, and he took a drink and said, ice cream.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Tastes like melted ice cream.
So now I have to fight with him over my chocolate milk. I'm like, that's Mom's. You can have the powdered stuff.
Or when it solidifies.
Right.
When it's solid, it's yours. When it's liquid, it's mine.
There you go.
It's a
I
fair
like
trade.
it. I don't know if he'll be up for that, but we'll see.
Yeah,
Speaking of, he's at Grandpa and Gigi's right now, so we
Wonderful.
both are having a nice little break.
Yes.
So, yeah. Maybe
Reed
we'll
is-
come back and love each other more.
I bet separation makes the heart grow fonder.
That's right. So,
That's true. So your COVID week is starting off quite quiet.
quite quiet. However, I have a very busy day today, and
Yeah.
I'm not too happy about it. I enjoy all the things I have scheduled, and they're just all scheduled for today. And since he was gone, I got to vacuum the house, because vacuuming the house with him there and the dog, it's not fun. So I would rather spend my time vacuuming while I'm alone than with him. I know it sounds weird, but
Do you enjoy vacuuming?
No.
I can't stand vacuuming.
but it needed it.
We have a Roomba just for that reason.
Maybe
Now,
we should get one.
there are other things I can do that I enjoy, people may not like, because it's time to think.
Like
Mowing
what?
the yard, yard work.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, unloading the dishwasher, loading the dishwasher, little things like that.
Yeah, because you know you'll be by yourself because nobody
Yes.
wants to come help.
Nobody wants to help, and it is a time to think.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Hey, I've got a quick COVID week update for
Oh,
you.
okay.
Last week we talked about this escape artist that lives in our house named Max, our Chihuahua.
Yes.
And so we've had to go through. And so I went out and I bought a 50 feet long roll of the welded gauge yard fencing.
Mm-hmm.
Unrolled it. My son and I cut it into strips of 4, so we had 200 feet of wire to put around the bottom of the fence, which we got started around the fence. But after cutting it and starting to spend the time to wire it on and zip tie it and everything, I was getting kind of tired. And I was sitting on the ground facing our neighbor to the east, the Smallwoods. And the next thing I know, I hear the gate open, and I turn around, and here come 2 teenage boys. One of them was their son and his friend. And they said, here, we'll finish that for you. Just go on inside. And I said, are you sure? They said, yeah, you just go on inside now. And so I said, okay, well, here's what I'm doing. And I handed them the bag of zip ties that were left. I went inside to get the zip ties, came back out. They had already finished the strip I was working on. And then came back by and grabbed 2 more rolls. And I went inside for 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden, Jerry Beth said, they're at the door. And I look out, and they're there handing back my zip ties and
Wow.
like that.
Yeah. Can you send them over to my house?
Yes. I don't know their names, but I'll say, hey, helpers.
Yeah.
But
This
that
is
was
the address.
wonderful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What a wonderful example of people helping one another during COVID.
Mm-hmm. And they were looking for something to do.
They were, the dad said they finished what they were doing and they came out where the parents were around the pool, and the 2 boys sat down and he said, y'all go find something to do. You're not going to just sit here. And so then they walked over to our yard and helped us.
Excellent.
Yes, it was wonderful.
That's awesome.
That was my exciting time this weekend.
That's nice. We spent last week, we decided, the hunters and we, we're not going to go to the bridges this year to do the pool membership. So we decided we'd get an above ground pool. You know, easy setup,
Yeah.
doesn't cost a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. We spent hours looking for a pool on Thursday, and you cannot find them anywhere. And because of the COVID, like everybody is buying up swimming pools because they have time on their hands and it's hot or getting hot, and so just we all but given up. Like you could find the same pool, but they had to ship it to you, so it increased the cost significantly. And then so we were like, okay, well, we'll do that. And then we hit buy, and then it says, oh, just kidding, sold out. I mean, not in those words, but
It's like toilet paper. It's
Yes.
like the Charmin.com.
Exactly.
That's disappointing.
And then like Amazon had the same pool for free shipping, but the cost was like $1,500, and we're like, no, not gonna do that.
That's ridiculous.
So Melinda happened to be in Sherman.
What happened?
I'll tell you. That was a great question. Let me tell you. She happened to be
I'm
in
getting
Sherman
anxious. I need to know what happens
at
with the pool.
Callie's hitting lessons, and we were looking all down south. She happened to be in Sherman, and she's like, I'm just gonna check Academy.
Uh-huh.
I'm here. Found the pool.
Just one?
One pool. Well, so it was
One-
online. She ordered it. We went and picked it up on Thursday, and the guy said we got 44 pools in that day, and this was the last one.
Holy
And-
smokes.
And it was the pool we wanted, size and color.
That's wonderful.
I know. So
This is another thing, real quick, talking about doing things that calm you. Before we moved, we had an above ground pool. In the move, it got some holes in it. I was very disappointed.
yeah,
But you talk about therapeutic for me. I would go outside every day and work in the pool with the net, get leaves out, and just be outside testing samples and things. It's wonderful.
yeah. Steve's all about the testing and chemicals.
Get all of your
and-
levels right and shocking and adding stuff and
Yeah.
getting your net and getting little bugs out and grass and things. It's very relaxing for some.
When I was growing up, we had an above ground pool, and my mom had the rule that the first 30 minutes was adult time. So I think I'm gonna install that rule at our house too. But like the first 4 hours, 5 hours.
Yes,
yeah.
and just chalk off a place kids stand here
yeah,
and just sit there and watch
6
them.
feet apart, right?
Yeah, 6 feet apart. That would be fun. I'm excited for you.
We're excited. Thank you. That is
Yes.
why if it looked like Melinda had on a red long sleeve undershirt on Sunday, it was from a sunburn from putting the pool up. We just didn't realize.
I didn't have on. I've got to put my colorblind glasses back. I'm missing so much.
You are, and we actually noticed that yesterday. Well, Jerry doesn't have his colorblind glasses on. But, COVID.
Yes, that's the problem. Covered in
We're
my
all
glasses.
All right, speaking of getting into sync, let's go to announcements.
Why don't you start this week?
Okay, I have an exciting announcement. On this Wednesday, for our Zoom, we are going to have open mic night / talent show.
Oh, fun.
And the beauty of this is even if you don't have a talent, I can assign you one.
Yes.
Yes, and you can still participate. So it's going to be great fun. Wednesday night on Zoom at 7. Your parents should have the email, or in the email, the meeting ID and the password. So meet us on Zoom at 7 on Wednesday. Bring a talent. If you don't have a talent, I can give you one. So it's going to be fun. And then Sunday school will still happen after worship on Sundays, but over on Instagram at chosen_UMYFVA. And we will continue meeting like this through the month of May. And then hopefully, if fall gets back to the
New normal.
we'll start summer night lights back up. But, we're just having to play it by ear, see how things go. So
That sounds like fun.
yeah.
The last open mic night that I sat and watched was entertaining.
You wouldn't think these kids would have that much hidden talent, but there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
It is.
Yep.
Well, I just have two quick announcements.
All right.
You can time me if you want.
Okay.
As you had mentioned, May is still on the calendar, but not. You're timing me how quick you can drink your drink.
Beat you.
Well, you're
Okay.
you're ahead of me.
Start over.
But May, all of our calendar stuff is pushed back till June. So we'll keep you informed on what we're going to be doing in June. But the one other thing I want to make sure everybody knows about is At Home with the Pastor. We're still putting Around Town with the Pastor out every week online. You can see it on the Facebook page. You can see it on the church YouTube, the church YouTube channel.
Yep.
But we're doing it At Home with the Pastor. At Home with the Pastor is just an opportunity for you, if you would like, to get on with us on Zoom on Thursdays. We do it every Thursday while we're doing our physical distancing. And on Thursdays, we have 2 times, 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. You can choose either one you like. We send out reminders about Monday or Tuesday of each week with the link on it. You can just click on that link and join us. We're just checking in to say hi and see how each other's doing. And you can stay at home and do that and see each other's faces and talk to each other and hear the voices. It's really nice. But if you'd rather do it a different way, just let us know. We'll be glad to call you during the week and check on you.
Okay.
Otherwise, everything's the same.
Yep. All right. Stay tuned for our next segment. It's a surprise. I'm not sure what we're doing next.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
I can't wait.
All right, everyone. For our next senior spotlight, we have our very own Max Carson. Ta-da! Max has been a Van Alstyne Panther since kindergarten. He's baptized and confirmed at our very own church right here, VA. And he has attended several mission trips and helped out with numerous Lord's Acres. He's graduating distinguished with over 300 community service hours. Another server. He's
Distinguished server.
A distinguished server. He has worked every summer since 7th grade for the family business, and he's attending Texas Tech in the fall with planning on pursuing a degree in business, and that will make him a 4th generation Red Raider. Guns up.
Guns up.
Nice job, Max. Congratulations.
I've got a quick story about Max.
Okay.
As you know, and some of you know, we've been here less than a year. 10 months, 11 months, something like that. And I love sports. And so I would go to the sporting events by myself, sit in my spot right behind the bench so I can cheer for folks. I had to learn all their names so I could cheer for them. And I discovered that at home games, quite often, the area where I sat behind the bench, that's where the student section would sit.
Yes.
And for varsity guys and girls, all the kids would come piling in and they would sit there right around me. And they only spoke to me if they accidentally bumped me and said, sorry. And I said, that's okay. But before a game, I'm sitting there and Max Carson comes up out of nowhere. And he said, hey, Pastor Jerry. And he sat down and we visited. I didn't know a lot about Max. But he sat for about 5 or 10 minutes and just talked to me and asked how I was doing. And it was a pleasant conversation. We talked about his plans after high school. And I thought it was very impressive. So I immediately texted his parents and told them what happened and how they should be proud because he is a good kid.
He is a good kid.
Yes.
Max is who you can blame if you would like to assign blame or give credit to. The pool game that we play. He taught me how to play the pool game on the phone.
I got you.
So yeah.
Well, credit because that's fun. I enjoy our pool games.
And it's fun because we're in a group thread with Tyler Rose as well. So Max and I just play, and then Tyler gets mad because we keep texting each other
and he's left out.
Yeah.
And you can't do 9-ball on that, I don't guess.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyways, congratulations, Max. Hope you have a great time out there in Lubbock. We know you will. Get that business degree and work full time
That's
at
right.
your family's business.
Stick around here.
Become the ruler of Southwest Auction.
You're out of my depth.
Yep. All right. Congrats, Max.
Cheers.
And now for another hilarious segment, Jokes for the Day. Jerry, did you bring some jokes today?
I did.
Me too.
Why don't you start?
I'll go first. Okay. I borrowed this or stole from Donnie Haywood's Facebook page. So if you are friends with Donnie and you've seen this, yes, I did steal it from him. Who knows where he got it, right? Okay. Ready
But
for
it
this?
is fitting. He might have written this himself.
Yes, he might have. Top 10 ways the coronavirus is like Jerry's preaching. I added the Jerry part. Donnie didn't. You ready for this?
Fair enough.
Number 10, it just keeps getting worse. Aww. Womp womp. Number 9, people are constantly asking, is it over yet? Number 8, the young folks aren't taking it seriously.
That's true.
Number 7, you likely won't get it. Get it?
I did.
Okay.
Often I don't.
Number 6, the people most affected by it are senior citizens. Number 5, it makes it easier to stay home. Number 4, it has shut down a lot of churches.
Yes.
Yes. Number 3, people are making a lot of grocery lists.
Indeed.
Yes. Number 2, people want it to hurry up and end so they can be the first to restaurants. Ain't that the truth? And number 1, top 10 reasons why coronavirus is like Jerry's preaching. Number 1, once it started, everyone had to go to the bathroom.
You know, whenever we have work to be done at the house, everyone's in the bathroom. It's true. And you too.
Listen, when I learned at a very early age that when you got home from the grocery store and had to unload the groceries, you just go to the bathroom.
Yes.
When you come by the time you get back,
That happens in our home quite a bit.
it's all done. Anyways, that made me giggle a little bit.
It's funny.
Jerry,
Yes.
what about your jokes?
Well, since we have another senior spotlight, it raised the question for me. Do you know what the buffalo said to his son when he left for college?
I do, but I will not say it this time.
Go ahead.
Bye, son. You told me.
I thought you were teasing. I didn't think you really knew.
No. Hey, Jerry, what does the buffalo say to his son when he goes off to college?
Bye, son.
And there you have it. Jokes for
Well,
the...
no, hold on a
okay.
second. Let me redeem myself. Joke thief, stealer of joy, crusher of spirits.
Because I knew the answer?
Well, you have
'Cause I'm
you've
smart?
noticed. Well, yes,
Okay.
that you are. But you've also noticed I have not had my colorblind glasses on for a while. I need to go home after this and put them on because I forget. But you know that people dream in color even though they're colorblind?
I did not know that.
That's what I hear, that we dream in color. And I dreamed the other day I saw a color I have never seen before.
Okay.
Did you know that? Do you know that I dreamed about this? You know about my dream?
No.
It was a pigment of my imagination. You're welcome,
Yes.
America. And Van Alstyne.
Okay, there you have it. Jokes for the day.
Yay.
All right, friends. I know you missed it last week, but it's back. Jerry assures me he has some exciting news in the world of sports.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's open the sports vault, shall we?
Yes, and reach way, way back.
Yes, because as we learned a couple of weeks ago, when I was really excited about the WNBA draft, a number of folks, including my partner here, Kelly, do not enjoy draft talk. So instead of spending time talking about the incredible picks that the Dallas Cowboys...
It's not so much that I don't care about draft talk, it's that I don't care about any of it.
Oh, well, let me rephrase. Kelly doesn't care about the draft.
Just let the season begin.
And so-
tell me if they're a rookie or not.
So the incredible picks that the Cowboys made last week will just put in the vault for the next
Much
pandemic in 7 years, and we're back here talking about the sports vault.
Much like OU's football season. Just put it in the vault.
Put it in the vault.
See what I did there?
I did.
Yep.
But so let's open the sports vault
Okay.
and go all the way back to 2003.
Hey, that's the year I graduated high school.
Well, there you go.
That's a good year.
That's not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
You may remember this if this was big news when the year that you graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
Kobayashi, the competitive eater.
Bless you.
Thank you. Are you familiar with Kobayashi, the
The
competitive?
hot dog guy?
Yeah, the hot dog guy.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with what happened in 2003?
Well, he ate a lot of hot dogs.
He ate a lot of hot dogs. But on a particular evening, Kobayashi, the great,
Bless you.
thank you, the very incredible competitive food eater, squared off with an Alaskan brown bear in an eating competition. And I watched the video the other day. And actually, I've watched it 2 or 3 times in the last couple of days. And it's about a 5-minute video. They have a condensed 1.5-minute video, a remix of Kobayashi and the bear. I don't remember the bear's name, but it was a large brown Alaskan bear. And they had Kobayashi in a protective cage. And the brown bear, of course, was in a big cage with a giant metal gate. They opened it up. He was kind of led through. It looked like a tunnel of electrical wires to move him forward to a table full of hot dogs. Mm-hmm. And Kobayashi was there ready to eat. And the rule was once the brown bear started eating, then Kobayashi would do it. Have you ever seen him eat? He puts like 2 hot dogs in at a time and just shoves it. And then sips water, and it's kind of gross to see. But the brown bear ate 1 hot dog, and then Kobayashi just went after it. But it didn't take long for the bear to get the taste of the Oscar Mayer in front of him, because he, I say wolfed that down, he bared that down. He ate that. I mean, his mouth would just take in 6 or 7 at a time, and hands down. I mean, Kobayashi still represented the human race really well, but he lost.
No match for a brown
He
bear.
lost. And I think he wanted a rematch. I don't think it ever happened.
The brown bear said, I'm good.
The brown
Not
bear, when he
enough
finished,
hot dogs.
he stood up on his hind legs and roared as if he was declaring his
Victorious.
championship, yes.
So this is what sports has come to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody, welcome back. It's time for our next musical guest. Please put your hands together for Mr. Mark Murphey. Yay!
Some of you may remember Mark last summer maybe. He came out and shortly after we got here, and came out and did music for our 2 services and was incredibly well received. People really liked him. So we're excited that he's back with us.
Yeah, I've got to hear Mark play twice. Once at the service, and he came to Seat Camp.
That's right. Yeah,
that was a lot of fun. We were
he was
jamming
in
out.
Seat Camp, yes.
So,
Well, Mark, it's good to have you. Welcome. Thanks for being with us at Drink and Dairy.
Great to be here. Great to see you.
Well, hey,
I see you. I don't see Kelly.
well,
yeah, it's fine.
she's got it angled towards me. Now, they always say, well, I don't know what they say in TV. I was trying to do something. Kelly's much prettier than I am, so I was about to make something clever to look at me, but that's just where we are right now. They always say, put the camera on
The makes your hair look shorter.
Put the camera on the balding, overweight man. Well, hey, so how is your family? How's Lacey and the kids and everybody?
Doing good. Maddie is about to graduate, I guess. I think Nakona's going to probably go ahead and do a regular graduation. And Mason graduated from college a year ago, and he's engineering now. And he's an engineer down in the Metro Miss. And but he's living here. He drives back and forth. And Lacey's doing well. She's a high school counselor over in Bowie. And she will actually be starting a new career next fall with Region 9 Service Center. She's going to be moving up there, or moving her job up there. So,
well, good for her. Yeah. And did I hear that Mason's engaged?
He's engaged. He'll be married in less than a month from tomorrow.
Oh, wow. That's exciting.
Or June 6th, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I was on the road playing music with Tana Fenolio, and I quit that back last summer. I just had, it was just too much on an old man. We were playing 5 or 6 nights a week in Austin and Lubbock and Midland and Oklahoma City and San Antonio. And it was trying to come back here and still work a little bit. It was tough. So
yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I've got a garden now. I'm growing a garden. Never done that.
So COVID-19 has given you a reason to become a homebody almost.
Well, and honestly, COVID-19, where I work, I'm a county commissioner here. Ours has never stopped. We keep going. We go every day. I have crews out right now. We're running. Matter of fact, I have one person driving for me today that recovered from COVID-19. And so, anyway, so it's here. I don't know if y'all have got much of it there, but we've had a few cases here. So it's just the new normal apparently. So
yeah.
But yeah, it's been a busy time. We bought a travel trailer, toy hauler thing. We go and just trying to do a normal life for a change. So.
Good. Well, I'm so glad. Well, I'm so glad that you're with us, and glad that you have your guitar with you, and
it's a papoose.
A papoose. Have your papoose with you.
I did. I brought a papoose.
Not to be confused with an animal.
That's right, or a thing in which you carry your child.
Right.
A papoose. An animal.
Yeah, it's a
not a moose.
Jerry always told me I played a little guitar. Basically, it's a different kind of an instrument. It's really cool sound, and you get a real kind of a dulcimer sound out of it, or kind of a mellow, high-strung guitar sound, or whatever. So it's tuned differently, so it plays a little differently. But anyway, I always like to do different instruments. I like to play different stuff. So. Anyway, I really enjoyed coming out to y'all's church. That was a blast. They were so welcoming. A lot of churches where Jerry's been, they don't even want you there. So.
Well,
you come out anytime.
You can come out anytime. And after our physical distancing is relaxed, then we will definitely, I know we've got folks that would love to have you come back out.
Well, I'll do it. You just tell me, give me at least, how far is Van Austin? 2 hours?
From, well, it's about an hour from Gainesville. So, hour and 45 minutes or so, yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. I can't even remember where it's at. It's somewhere east of here. So.
Yes, we are. Well, tell us about the song, and we're looking forward to hearing it.
Well, the song, with what's going on today, Jerry, people need to help each other. And this is a very, not a political thing or nothing. We just need to help each other. We've got away from that. People have. And when they opened up the restaurants Friday, I guess it was, one of the things is like the young lady that waited on us, she's been 6 weeks without a paycheck. And think about that. If you're still getting your paycheck, help those people like that. But, give them a little extra tip or something just to help them along. But this is a song about that, written by Skip here. I've done it probably as long as Skip has, probably 35 years. But anyway, I want to try it. It's got a different key on this thing, or a different register. So I'm going to try that if that's okay with you. It's called The Gospel According to You.
Yes, sir.
Wasn't no hand to live, making his way. Smelled like old whiskey in the evening ship. Snow was an eye on the 8th Avenue. If you had a minute or an hour or two, he'd tell you the gospel according to you. Wouldn't carry his Bible around the bag. He Wipe off his brow and hold her right. Take straight out just the way he breathed. Faith in the good Lord is all that you need. I remember when he first preached to me. He said, give to your brother his need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasures in heaven for the generous few. That was the gospel according to. So I bought him breakfast at Daylight Cafe. Biscuits and gravy, hot coffee, and he was hungry and ragged and days. I was the one there that felt out of place. He folded his hands, bowed his head, said grace. Week ago Wednesday, I saw him downtown at the mission, surrounded by friends, handing out all the change he could have given out, saying you boys might need this a lot more than me. See you try hard to practice the words that I preach. He said, give to your brother his need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasures in heaven for the generous. That was the gospel according to.
That was wonderful. Thank you, Mark. That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Now, I know that you were telling us just a minute ago before we started this segment that you and your wife Lacey have a gospel album, an album coming out.
Yes, we put this is a project. Actually, I don't know, a lot of people don't know him. He's one of my best friends, Lloyd Maines. He's a producer out of Austin. Big producer. He's brought you in Texas music. He's pretty much brought you everybody from Pat Green to Robert O'King and Ray White, everybody. But he and I go back to the '80s together. And he called me one day and said, I want to do a gospel album with you and your wife. My wife Lacey is a piano player. And so, anyways, we went down to Austin, Dripping Springs, out southwest of Austin, and did a full length. It's 8 songs, but it's actually, some of them are really long. So, a little bit of original, a little bit of old hymns, and some newer stuff, kind of swampy gospel stuff, just kind of different. Anyway, it's supposed to be out this Friday, and I'm not sure about that, but I'll try to send you a link when I figure out all that. That's the part that's not art, is trying to figure out where the web pages and all that stuff is. So anyway, we're excited about it. It's neat. It's just something for everybody. It's got a little bit of different sound to it, so hopefully you'll enjoy it.
I look forward to hearing it.
Yeah, it'll be great.
I think that would be good. Yeah, as soon as we get the info, we'll put the word out here, because I know with the following that you've got here in Van Olstein, people will want to hear it.
Well, I look forward to coming back there. Our crowds have been really thin lately. we have the Mason and his fiance out in the crowd filming it. That's it.
Yeah, I understand. We're kind of in the same boat.
Our pastor, Donnie Haywood, asked me Sunday, he said, have you ever played to smaller crowds? I said, I've played to a lot of empty bars. So it's no big deal.
Well, please tell Lacey and the kids we said hello and wish you all our best, and look forward again to in the future when our paths cross once again.
Yes, absolutely. You just let me know and I will be there, Coach.
That'll be great.
All right.
Thanks for being with us.
We'll talk to you later.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see you.
Okay, everybody, that wraps it up for another episode of Drinking Dairy with Kelly and Jerry. Jerry, as always, it's been a pleasure.
It was a joy once again.
Once
yes.
again.
Great way to kick off another COVID week.
Another week. Here we go. Thank you to Mark for joining us.
Yes.
And his papoose.
And his papoose.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
Every day. Every day. At least every Monday.
Okay. Well, until next time, stay home.
Wash your hands and keep your milk cold.
You gotta pause. Keep your milk
Cold.
Okay. Until next time, stay home.
Wash your hands
and keep
your milk cold.
It's better. And until next time, stay home.
Wash your hands
And keep
your milk cold. No, I just realized I haven't answered to your question. If you really would like to know.
What's my question? The brown chocolate? from the
Yeah,
brown
you know
cow?
what? You know why it's
Chocolate? Why it's brown?
cocoa beans?
The cows eat cocoa beans?
No, cocoa beans.
Oh.
That's where we get chocolate from.